Hi everyone, my name is Nyla, and this is my post for our week 3 discussion. So today we're going to be talking about the importance of validity and reliability as they are important in quantitative research. These two elements are crucial in ensuring that our findings of our research is trustworthy as well as meaningful. They are essential when we are designing our research as well as when we go ahead and interpret the results so that we're able to draw conclusions that can then later impact any future practices. We're going to go ahead and start our discussion off with the term of validity. Validity refers to how well a research instrument measures what it is intended to measure. In other words, we're asking the question of, does your tool accurately capture the concept or variable that you are studying? For example, in my own research on interpreting online tools for educators, if I were to do a survey that measures how teachers feel about online learning tools, I need to make sure that the questions are specifically focused on their perception of those tools, not any unrelated factors such as classroom management skills or student behavior that is outside of the scope of technology. There are different types of validity. For example, there is internal and there is external validity. Internal validity will ensure that changes are observed in the study are truly due to the independent variable, while external validity considers how generalizable the findings are to their settings or to their populations. Construct validity, which is also important, will then ensure that the tool actually represents the concept we are studying. Without these aspects of validity, our research results could be misleading, and then we could end up with conclusions that don't accurately reflect the real world situation, again, within the scope of our study. Now let's switch on to reliability. So speaking of reliability, this refers to the consistency of measurement or of the measurement tool. If a study were repeated under the same conditions, would it actually produce similar results? It's about making sure that our findings are stable and can be replicated. In my case, if I were using an assessment tool to measure teachers' attitudes towards online learning, I would want to ensure that that tool consistently measures attitudes and not any external factors like the timing of the survey or the environment in which it is taken. There are different ways to measure reliability, such as retest reliability, which checks for consistency over time, and inter-rater reliability, which ensures that different people using the same tool will get similar results. Without reliability, our results would be too inconsistent to rely on, and then we would have trouble drawing any reliable conclusions or any valid conclusions. And ensuring that we have both validity and reliability in our research, we can take several steps. For example, using an established measurement tools that have been tested in similar contexts is a good starting point. Additionally, constructing any pilot tests with a small group can help to ensure that we are well aware of what they require, and then we can be able to refine our measuring instruments before we actually use them in our full study. Standardizing procedures for data collection and training the individuals involved will help maintain consistency, as well as triangulation or using multiple data sources is another powerful strategy to strengthen both the validity and reliability of the research. So in conclusion, both validity and reliability are foundational to quantitative research. Validity would ensure that the tools that we are using to measure are the right things, while reliability ensures that our findings are consistent and reproducible. By prioritizing these elements, we can then increase the credibility of our research and ensure that our conclusions are based on sound, reliable data. Okay, so whether we're designing a survey, an experiment, or any other research method, ensuring that we have both validity and reliability is key to producing meaningful, trustworthy results. Thank you for listening, and I'm looking forward to hearing your responses.